right, dads, this message is for you. It has become way too common for dads to feel completely exhausted, to feel irritable and not having enough patience with your kids and with your family, and honestly, to feel like you're barely keeping it together. Between work responsibilities, commitments to your own health, your family's needs, you don't really feel like you're juggling it all well, and a lot of times you feel like you're stuck in this cycle of stress. And then let's get into the dad bod, right? The dad bod is more than just you need to work out a little bit more and eat a little bit better. It is a physical manifestation of the stress response that your body's going on or dealing with in the inside. Yes, traditional providers might have some general advice on that, but what we really want to talk to is that this stress response, it's compromising your own health, it's affecting your family relationships, and really just your ability to be the dad and the husband that you want to be. So let's get into it. In honor of Father's Day, let's give dad some love and talk about how the nervous system, how that fight or flight response can really be at the root of all of that. And a quick announcement for all of our Thrive dads here. You'll see as you get into the office here this week, the reason I'm doing this video right here is we've got a special gift for you guys. We got 3 different styles of Thrive hats that we just had made for Father's Day. Any dads currently under care, this is a gift for you. So make sure you pick one up. And also stay tuned here in this video. Dads that you're not under care yet, you're a part of the Thrive family, your kids, your wife is here. We've got a special offer for you to be able to take care of your own health here in June to celebrate Father's Day. But let's get into it as far as how we can support dads and how our health needs to be more of a priority. This is a common experience and probably more common than you realize. There's some stats that are out there that 50% of moms or spouses who are dealing with postpartum depression, the dad is also struggling with that as well. So that's a big number, right? Postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety is affecting a ton of parents, a ton of moms. It's the dads half the time as well. And it's not really given the same conversation or the same awareness. I don't think we're talking about supporting moms enough, let alone how dads are related to that too, with some of the struggles that they're dealing with as you're growing a family and as you're raising kids. It is demanding on you. And what that turns into, a lot of the dads we see showing up at Thrive and the people that are reaching out for care, they've got constant stress, constant tension, right? It's that upper back, it's that shoulders, their back's killing them all the time. Headaches are all too common for them. They're not sleeping very well. And yes, the dad bod is a part of this story too. Maybe their health, their physical body isn't where they want it to be. What is taking place when that happens is their body is more in this state of stress. They're in this state of fight or flight. You'll hear us talk about it as Thrive, as the gas pedal versus the brake pedal, these 2 different modes your nervous system has. It's called the sympathetic and the parasympathetic sides of the autonomic nervous system. But basically what it means, that gas pedal response, that is your survival mode instinct. That is your fight or flight responsibility, or your fight or flight tone. It kicks in when you're feeling overwhelmed with work, when you're feeling overwhelmed, like you're not really doing what you should be doing or what you want to be doing for your family, not being the dad, don't have the patience that you want. That all puts on this survival instinct. And what happens when your nervous system, when your internal physiology shifts into that state, there's a whole sequela of consequences. There's a whole lot of secondary conditions and concerns that are going to show up because of that. One of the big things is it spikes your cortisol. Your cortisol, your adrenaline, those are the fight or flight hormones, and they're totally appropriate if you are truly running from a bear in the woods, right? If you need to be in a survival situation, you want those hormones elevated. But that's not reality. What takes place is when that spikes up, your muscle mass, your lean muscle mass specifically, drops down. You're gonna burn through that muscle mass. You're gonna store abdominal fat, the dad bod, and you're gonna have a harder time producing testosterone, and your basal metabolic rate, your metabolism, is gonna drop as well. So that's where you feel like as you're getting older, as responsibilities come on your plate, you just can't burn energy and burn metabolism as much. It's true, especially when that stress response is kicking in. What it also does is it downregulates your immune system. So it's easier to get sick and you're constantly inflamed. So now you're dealing with more of these brain fog or memory loss issues, and you just feel less patient. You feel more agitated, more easily irritated than you wish you did. And like I said, that traditional advice and those traditional recommendations aren't really the whole story. Just eat better, just exercise more. Please don't get me wrong, I absolutely want you to, and I expect you to dad, be taking care of yourself, right? Don't use that as an excuse to eat garbage, to not move your body. That is not what this message is at all. I need you to man up and to take responsibility for that. But what you're gonna find is it's a lot harder when that stress system is turned on, right? Stress is gonna tank your willpower. It's going to shut down your energy reserves, and so you are gonna be battling to get out of bed. You're going to be battling to have the energy for workouts, to take the extra time to prep food, to think in advance, and to really take care of yourself as you need to. So do not hear this as a excuse or as a cop-out for you, Dad. I need you to step up. You have to. Your family needs it. But we can make it easier if we address that stress as well. So that is literally what chiropractic exists for. That's what Thrive exists for, specifically from that neurological perspective. Is what we need to do is we need to find out, first off, how you're adapting to stress. That is what our initial scan and intake process is for, digging into case history, doing those neurological assessments and seeing, are we in fight or flight? How much and how severe are those different stressors and intentions in your body? Because that'll help us put together a game plan to get you out of it, to get you feeling amazing, get you feeling better. What that also will do, not only get you feeling better, but it's going to pump the brakes on that fight or flight response. Your cortisol isn't going to be as ramped up and stuck in overdrive as much, so that it's a little easier to lose weight. It's a little easier to get to the gym. It's a little easier to make those healthy choices that you need to for food and to get the sleep and the energy and the rest that you need. So that's the summary message here, guys. Dads, do not hear this as an excuse. Hear this as an inspiration that your family needs more, your own health deserves more, and we need you to step up and be the dads that you're called to be. So let us help on that journey. Like I said, special offer for any of our Thrive families, any of the dads who are currently under care, or the families who are currently under care, we're offering a scan for dad in your family for no charge instead of that typical $150. So if that's you, please, next time you're here, next time your family's in the office, say, hey, schedule me a scan. Figure out a time I can get on the schedule here, because we would love to help you out, because we love when whole families really are reaching their full potential. And personally, as a dad, I feel like we are at the center of that, right? We're called to be the leaders of our family. We got to step up and set the example for our kids and for everybody.